Hello folks, Abfielder here and welcome to episode 1 on the StrangeCraft server, and we are at go and we are in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. What have we got in here? Some boats. Guessing I can just take one of these. I'll come back once I'm all set up and put some more in for new players. That's nice of someone to have done that. Right, let's head over here. So I had a quick look at the seed map, and there's a mushroom biome over here. So I'm figuring that's the shopping district. So yeah, let's head over. So it's strange being on a new server with all I've got no stuff. I've got no farm. I'm gonna make a creeper farm. What's this? We've got a little island type thing here. Lots of crates on, banners. Not sure what they are. What have we got in here? Let's have a look. Shields. There's just some very random stuff in these chests. Someone's head. Not too sure what's going on here. Yeah. Okay, just some very random chests. I mean, the banners look cool. I have no idea what they signify, but they look cool. I really should ask about that later, actually. What's going on with the raft? So, okay, I can see some beacons over there, so I'm guessing that's the shopping district. Now, I did look at the map as well in the Discord, which kind of showed me where people were, or certain people were. Don't know if it shows everyone. And there's a lot of people sort of to the southwest of here who've kind of staked claims for mining and stuff like that. So I'm going to head northeast, which is a little bit less populated, and do my starter base. So once we've had a look at the shopping district, we're going to head that way. And yeah, that I can mine and kind of do what I want, and I'm not going to be in anyone's way or whatever. But that's not going to be the location of my main base. It's going to be the location of my farms and stuff like that, I think. And yeah, we'll have to find a new location for the base. The plans for my base, I'm not revealing it in this episode. And this looks mighty cool. I like this. I'm looking forward to getting a shop myself over here, and obviously with the beacon, with all the effects, that's nice. And that looks so cool. I don't know who's done that, but that's really cool. Just guarding the portals there looks very imposing. I like it. It's so funky, and the design on the floor is so cool. So we've got some random buildings around here. Alright, I'm guessing this way you put your diamond blocks when you want to purchase a plot for your shops. Oops. Oh, I need feather falling 4. So what we got here? The hot pocket. Alright, and what we got? Soul sand. Okay, quartz and stuff like that. Not bad, not bad. Golden carrots, that'll come in handy. 1 diamond for 3 stacks as well. That's can't argue with that price. Alright, enchanted stuff. How much is that? 7 diamonds each. Not bad, not bad. Alright. I'm probably going to have to make use of some of this at some point. Right, what else have we got? Okay. There's a trap pressure plate on the way out. That's why that happened. What else have we got? So we're back at the diamond place. We go over here. So is this a shop? There's nothing. I don't think there's anything in it. Oh, we've got some market stalls over here. What we got? Welcome to the Bones Bazaar. Okay, so this place sells arrows and bones and stuff. 1 diamond per 2 stacks. Alright, cool. Maybe need that as well when we get our crop farms and stuff up and running, but we'll see. So I don't actually want to go into the nether yet, feels too soon. What we got over here? We got another shop over this way. Let's check this one out. What we got? 1 buck, 5 diamonds, 5 buck, 20 diamonds. Alright, we're definitely going to be making use of this. Mending, awesome. I'm breaking. Alright, and it's a cool looking shop as well. So this is quite funky. We're gonna have to go mine for diamonds, obviously, and we can get ourselves a decent set of armor and a pick and that. Have we got anything else around here? What we got over there? We got another building over by the bones. And that's the... Is that the Hot Pocket? Yeah, I think we've been there. What else we got? Let's head over this way. What we got down here? What's that? There's a bed over there. And we've got something up on the hill as well, but I'm not sure that's a shop. Oh, I have to be so careful with not having feather falling 4. So I don't think... alright. I think it's... we'll come back and have a look later at this, but there's some shops that we can spend some diamonds in when we've got them. So we are going to head northeast, okay? And we're going to go and find a good location for a base. And we're pretty much where I want to, or where I found on the map, the seed map, where I thought might be quite good. It's not too congested. It's a savanna plateau kind of biome, so I figured probably fairly flat. So we're just looking for a good location, and a village is a good start because I'm going to want an iron farm, a villager breeder, maybe a crop farm or 2 just to get me going, and a trading hall as well, obviously. And yeah, so if I can build close-ish to an existing village, if there's some villagers here, then that's a good start. It means I ain't going to move villagers too far. And I'm like everybody, I hate working with villagers. They're awful, aren't they? Like, they're the worst. Like, they're so powerful when you get them in and doing what you want, but they're such a pain to work with. But I think is there any villagers? What we got? Not a lot of beds. We could do with a bed. You got a bed I can steal? Yeah, you got a bed I can steal. Ooh, a saddle. And some seeds. Seeds will be useful, actually. We can get a wheat farm planted for food. Okay. I haven't seen any villagers. A couple of grindstones and crops and stuff like that. I think they're all wheat and pumpkins, though, mainly. I haven't seen a villager. Ah, they're hiding. They're up there. They're in the shade. But yeah, not a lot actually in this village. It's very quiet village. Not many beds or anything. Even less now, I've stole one. And it's close to getting dark as well. And an empty chest. Is that the one I just looked at? I'm confusing myself. I'm confusing myself as always. Alright, let's try and find somewhere to settle. And I think I've got a spot. So I've moved to the east of the village. We're not far from the jungle biome. That's going to be handy for wood. Nice little river here that I think would be perfect to put our house in front of. So we're good for water. There's plenty, like I say, of trees and stuff from that jungle biome. There's also a ruined portal over there. That's going to come in handy because I'm going to be lazy and reuse that as the portal for my area. And it's close to a village. It's fairly flat. It's kind of got everything you want for a starter base, I think. I'm sure I'll have just completely overlooked some crazy detail that makes this the worst location ever. But, I mean, it's kind of nice and flat here. Boom. Boom. There we go. That's the start of Casa de Abfielder. Alright. Well, you know, you have to start slowly with these things, a couple of blocks, and yeah, maybe we'll have a think about how this is going to look. So, I mean, I've learned a bit over this period of playing Minecraft, where I've been heavily sort of into it and trying to improve my building, because I normally do farms and that's about kind of creating shapes when it comes to building houses. So not just building a square, which is what I absolutely would have done, but just trying to create a few different shapes that you can work with and make the building more interesting. So yeah, no, that's what we're going to do. We're going to clear up some space and put some blocks down, I think. Alright, so we've got a few blocks down. It's not finished by any stretch of the imagination. We've got the door over there. We've got like a room over here, I guess. And we're just breaking up some... What am I doing here? Let's... No, wait, that was fine. That one's wrong. What am I doing? I'm making a hash of this. So we've got some blocks down, and we're starting to get a shape. So we'll have a couple of rooms in this building. Going to make it a little bit more interesting. We're kind of mixing oak logs and acacia wood, which looks okay. I mean, it's going to look like a starter base. It's not going to look like an absolutely amazing build. We got some iron. I ran over to those hills over there and went in some caves and got a little bit of iron so I can get some slightly better tools. A sword, I feel like that's going to be important. And yeah, because I've got no armour or stuff like that, so I'm going to have to be really careful around creepers and stuff for a little while. We need a bucket, so I need to set up a farm. So let's get some water. I got those wheat seeds or the seeds. And yeah, I need to just set up a little bit of a villager, not a villager farm, just a wheat farm. So I've got a source of food. Like I got 2 pieces of bread from that village, and that's kind of that's it. So I'm having to walk everywhere so I don't use up health too quickly. Got my lovely wooden hoe. And yeah, let's get some seed planted up. Let's get a wheat farm going. There's plenty of grass around here too, so we can do that. You guys have all seen someone set up a wheat farm before, so let's skip on a little bit. Alright, and now I'm getting a cow farm set up, so I'm just leading these fellas across the river. I've made that absolutely wonderful architectured bridge there. So, a kid, of course, that's definitely going to get replaced at some point. We've got a wandering trader who's come to say hello and is bugging the hell out of me, as you can see. Alright, we're going to get these guys. I made a little pen for them. So we're going to get these guys in, breed them up. And we're going to get some chickens as well. I'd like an AFK, automatic, whatever, chicken farm in this series. And not for chicken, because to be honest with you, once I've got a villager trading hall, I'll use golden carrots for food. It's for feathers, so that I can create bucks a bit easier and just have those resources to hand. It always bugs me whenever I wanted to create a buck and write in it. I never had feathers to create like the pens and what have you. So yeah, cool, let's get this set up. Okay, and then the next thing we need to set up is obviously our mine. And Minecraft's like, it's kind of a weird thing in Minecraft in that when you first start up on a server or a new world or whatever, you do a lot of mining. And the game's Minecraft, right? But then there's this sort of tipping over point where you no longer really need to mine. Like, you just don't do a lot. You do... It seems to go away. It just then kind of becomes crafting. You're building farms and stuff like that. The only time... You sort of go the mid-game, I find, without mining. You sort of have the start game where you do loads of mining, you end up with lots of resources. Mid-game where you're using all those resources, and then kind of the end game where you've either farmed the majority of it and then you occasionally just have to mine for stone. There's just a cut-off point, and I didn't bring my water bucket with me, and I don't think I'm going to be able to reach down there, and there's nowhere to put my cobblestone. Alright, we're going to need some water. We'll turn that into obsidian, and we'll get down here and start mining. Alright, so we've skipped on forward a bit. We've done some mining and that, and I figured an XP farm would be really useful. So I have found a skeleton spawner, not even 50 blocks from my base, so close, and it's right up by the surface as well. It's in a mountainside, so I'm going to prep this up as an XP farm, a super really basic XP farm. I'm not even going to put hoppers on this thing. I'm just going to collect the resources manually. I think what I'll do later on is turn it into an automatic skeleton farm for bones and stuff, but for now it's just going to be a painfully slow but effective XP farm. You also might notice I have some diamond tools. And did I get that from the mining? No, I did not. DK came across with a welcome box, like a ridiculously nice and well thought out welcome box. I mean, it had diamond tools in it, diamond armor. It had an elytra and some rockets in. Like, it got most of the stuff you need to get started. It was to help new players catch up on the server, because I think the server's been running, well, as you can see from the that shopping district and those portals, been running a little bit of time. So just to help new players like myself catch up and get sort of started, they give you, and you see the shulker there that he dropped off. So, well, welcome, right? Beautiful. I mean, it saved a lot of time. and it just means we can get on with mining and get on with sort of setting up our base area and become self-sufficient. So yeah, thank you for that, DK, really appreciate it, and anyone else on the server that's contributed to that if they have. And yeah, we can see what we got, like anvils and golden carrots for food, and just so I can just crack on now with like I say, the XP skeleton farm, a villager breeder, an iron farm, just stuff to get myself self-sufficient. So awesome, thank you guys. Right, we've nearly finished this. Okay, lock out that last torch, and honestly it's just a water stream that just kind of filters them up. We'll close that up and head down. They head there, we can just about hit them with our sword, and then like the drops, the bows and things like that will just drop through, as well as the XP. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing quick, but it will get us XP while we get started. And DK did mention I could use their gold farm for XP, so when I find out where that is, I no doubt will use that and, like I say, turn this into a fully automated AFK-able skeleton farm. Won't need XP from it, just get bones and stuff from it. But yeah, that's set up, so awesome. And since I don't have a desperate need for... Ooh, yeah, that went as well as expected. Thank God for that diamond armor. Cheers, DK, saved my life. And yeah, since I have no need for the wheat farm really next, I've got plenty of golden carrots to keep me going for a while, and I can go and purchase more from the Hot Pocket. I have turned my wheat farm into a villager breeder type farm, or I'm in the process of doing that. It's the thing on my right here, and it's sort of a design that I did. It's kind of a hybrid of the design. Let's chuck this stuff, I don't need it, just so I've got some room in my phone. It's a hybrid, so I did 2 villager breeder designs. You can catch them in my channel if you have a look at my YouTube channel, and this is kind of a hybrid of the ridiculous stackable one that I did, and each one can have 4 pods, 2 villagers in each one, and that's each layer. So you have something like 8 villagers per day per layer, and you can stack that thing up as high as you want. It's ridiculously overpowered. I'm just doing 1 module, so 2 villagers per day. That is plenty for a server, and you can turn it off by just putting a block between the beds and the drop chutes, and that will stop the villagers from being able to pathfind. They'll stop going in there and whatever. So I'm just using some bone meal and some carrots and just getting that thing planted up as much as possible before I drop the villagers in. Right, so I've dug a flat area from the village to my villager breeder. I've got myself a boat, and thankfully it's not too far, because even with this distance it was a pain getting him in here and down this tunnel. So I am very carefully, very slowly sailing my way towards the villager breeder, and as you can see I've managed to drop some resources. I've got no space in my inventory, and it's just out of here and to the right. Here we go. Awesome. I do enjoy this. I'm in with them in the boat there. It's great fun. And we put as many carrots in here as we can, so once they're in, they won't start breeding immediately, but they've got a little bit to do. We'll get them in, and he should drop his trade eventually and pick up the new one, the farmer one, and start harvesting this stuff. Alright, so we've got him in. We're going to go and get his mate, and we're going to craft up another boat and go and get villager number 2, and that's what we need to do this villager breeder, and that's it. With all that done, we've also made 21 diamonds, so we're back over at the shopping district, and we're going to take advantage of the $5 for 20 diamonds. So we're going to take a mending book, an unbreaking free book. What else we got? Respiration 3, Aqua Affinity, Depth Strider. I mean, that's useful, but don't need it at the moment. Protection 4, Feather Falling 4. What we got over here? Fortune 3, yes, we want some of that. Silk Touch, no, we don't want that on this pick. No Efficiency 5? No! No Efficiency 5! Alright, but Fortune 3 is good. It means we can get diamonds a lot quicker. And you can do custom orders. Maybe I can do a custom order for Efficiency 5. What else? So I need 2 more books. What else shall I get? Depth Strider for my boots. You know what? Let's get Unbreaking and Mending 3, and we can do the Elytra as well. So we'll take a second Unbreaking 3 and a second Mending book. And then let's leave our 20 diamonds in here. Alright, we've taken $5 for 20 diamonds. We've deposited our 20 diamonds in that chest there. Thank you, kind strangers who built that shop. That is super useful. I do need efficiency though. I did see a small trade section on the Discord, so I'm going to ask in there about efficiency 5. Because, yeah, it's so painful coming from a server where you've got efficiency 5 and haste 2 beacons, and then this is my first time in the nether. This is, wow. Like, this is, wow. What an area. I'm going up here, see if I can get on the roof. I'm assuming this goes up to the roof. This is just, wow. Oh, that's the purple. I was trying to work out what the purple was. It's a beacon. So, okay. No, it doesn't go through the roof. But, I mean, it gives us a good view. I don't want to fall off. But wow. I mean, this is stunning. Stunning. I love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, we're gonna have a wander around. We're gonna head back over to base. But this is utterly amazing. This is, yeah. Wow. We're back at base and we're just building up a 20 by 19 area, and if you wonder why it's 20 by 19 area, then you may have seen a video I did on a super simple iron farm, like really easy to build in survival. It's not up in the air, you can build it on the floor, and it will generate, at the moment in 1.16.1, which is what this server is on and what I built the iron farm in, it'll generate 400 iron per hour. I might go down a little bit in 1.16.2 because of a change in the mechanics, but it shouldn't be too much different because it still gets rid of the iron golems really quickly. So I highly recommend you catch that video if you want a super simple iron farm to build, because I'm not going to show you how to build it in this video now. This is kind of a let's play, so we skip over lots of that stuff. But yeah, we'll get ourselves an iron farm up and running. I've done some more work on the house, as you can see. We've got walls and rooms, and it's almost spawn proof. And we got some chests to put some stuff in. It's all coming together nicely towards the end of this episode. And yeah, so yeah, and DK came across with more gifts as well. So he brought a beacon and all the gold blocks I would need to set the beacon up. And he also came across with an efficiency 5 book, which is actually what I asked on the small trades for. I had 1 diamond left. I offered to pay him later. I gave him that 1 diamond, and he threw it back at me. So I mean, thank you. Again, stunning. The breeder's up and working. But yeah, thank you for the DK. You've got me up and running, and yeah, you've made life so easy for me in terms of getting set up and building this base. I still need to put a roof on that shack. I hate doing roofs. That's the reason that's not done. I've tried to put some layer into this building. So the other sort of trick I was learning was to make the buildings less flat, make them more visually kind of interesting. So yeah, that's the reason for the trapdoors. But it's looking alright actually. I'm quite pleased with how this looks. And I've done a load of mining, which is why I got all the granite and stuff, thanks to that beacon. So yeah, so much done. Okay, so I've got the iron farm built, I got the villagers in place, I got the zombie in place. It was all really easy, and I forgot to record the zombie, getting the zombie in place, which annoyed me, because it was fun, it makes a good footage. But anyway, this thing, as you can see, is generating iron golems and working nicely. So I'm going to AFK here for a bit and build up a nice little bit of an iron supply. Like I say, this should generate about 400 iron per hour. And let me just rock up here and show you that. And while I do that, I just want to remind you that if you like this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, hit the subscribe button to the channel for more of my content. I do farms as well as these type of videos. I'm on Twitch 3 nights a week, Tuesday, Thursday and Sundays. And you can catch me over at twitch.tv/AbFielder. Links for all this stuff will be in the description as ever. I would just want to say a massive thank you again to the guys on the server, Dusty for the invite, and DK and Crazy who did various bits of work. DK for all the star kit, and Crazy hooked up my portal for me. And yeah, and I've met some of the other guys as well, so I'm really looking forward to doing projects with them and working on this server. There's so much really cool stuff I just haven't seen on this server yet. Anyway, I'm going to AFK here for a bit. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm looking forward to episode 2 and doing more content on this server. And yeah, for now, folks, that is all I've got time for. I'm AbFielder. Goodbye.